today is called Run, and this movie is showing on Pamela Okoye TV. This movie talks about, a recap of this movie is a man who got arrested for poisoning and killing his own girlfriend. Did that actually happen or not? So yes, I don't want to give you everything about this movie. Go to Pamela Okoye TV and watch Run. What I like about this movie, let me say the storyline is one interesting one at that. I like the way the transitioning of this movie went from school, working, dating, and of course interaction from family and friends in it. I just like the transitioning of everything, so that was a good one. And of course also we saw how everyone came along. So whoever wrote the story did a beautiful one, and the thought process in the storyline was beautiful. Next thing that I like about this movie, I want to talk about location for this movie. Location was spectacular. From NYC camp, each of the various cases, houses, the police station, street shots, car shots, kidnapping shots, that there were beautiful locations in this movie. Despite the time, looking at the time they used for this movie, the locations were something that I really liked. Another thing, let's talk about cast, directing, and performances of actors in this movie. I want to start with Chioma Okafor. It's been a while I've seen her in movie, so this was really a beautiful touch seeing her in this movie. She was the G, she was the companion, she was the character, she was the supporting cast. She was there in all ramifications to support her friend in whatever cases. So I really love her performances in this movie. Then I want to talk about Shengu Areze, another legend. Oh guys, I always give props to legends. Like, I don't disrespect them at all, because their acting comes with experience, even when they are putting minimal effort in whatever they are doing, or the role they are playing is a little, you still feel their impact. So I really love Shengu Areze act in this movie. Then I want to talk about Uche Montana as well. Her performance was okay. Nothing above performance but it was just an okay performance in all. Then I want to talk about Ben Touitou. He was another character that I really like his performances. The scene where he was beating blue, black, and white. That scene was something I was looking forward to. I like that scene. And then of course the scene he has this deep conversation with Chioma. That was another scene I like about him. And of course the final scene that I really like was him talking to Uche when they were at the NYC camp. That was also a very good scene that I like both of them in as well. Lastly but not the least thing that I like about this movie is the time. This movie is not 1 hour 30 minutes, so the time. So it is a good story, beautifully written, beautifully acted by each and every character or actors in this movie, and they did not waste our time, and you will learn a lot. These are some of the stories where you see in YouTube and you think, it will not be a good movie. Looking at the title, even Run, like, it's not catchy enough, but trust me, I would definitely recommend this movie. It's a beautiful story. The time you use in watching it is not time consuming basically. So that was something that I like about this movie. What I don't like about this movie, I'll start with the cinematography. This was 100% a terrible cinematography. I don't know who was the cinematographer or the editor or the lighting crew. Whoever was in charge of this production should be fired, should be questioned. Terrible. Especially the interrogation scenes where they caught a criminal. That scene was terrible. The lighting was not on the faces of the interrogator or the criminal, or The lighting was on the table whilst the characters were dark. Are you guys thinking that we are supposed to see that if the even if the lighting was at the background of the characters, then we could at least see the faces of the characters in those scenes. So lighting was bad. And the lighting that was really terrible was when they were trying to bury whoever they killed. Very bad lighting. Then let's talk about even the daylight scenes. The cinematography, the color scheme of those scenes was terrible. Some scenes you see it yellowish, some you see it pinkish. Like, what exactly was going on in this movie? Focusing terrible, like everything for cinematography for this movie is trash. Then I want to talk about the scene where someone saved Uche Montana. We didn't see how she was saved. Who saved her? All we saw was that she was in this man's house and she was being treated and she was already well. Like how? Where? Like, take us through the process, guys. So that was something I didn't like. Finally, what I didn't like about this movie was the size. I was questioning myself to sleep at the other places that you left. Like, why? The size of this movie is too small, so I really didn't like the size. Despite that, I'm going to give this movie a 6/10. I actually enjoyed the storyline. I actually enjoyed the plot twist in it. They tried their best, and of course, I actually value my time as well. So 6/10 is what I'm giving this movie. If you haven't watched Run, look, forget about the title, forget about the thumbnail. It's a good story. You should watch it. So go to Pamela Okoye TV. Do well to watch Run on that channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I will see you all in my next movie review.